Good afternoon from Tenerife. I'm in Costa Adeje. Well, I'm by La Pinta Beach, but I am going to Fanya Bay. I mean, they are literally right next to each other. Is it Costa Adeje? Is it Fanya Bay? Who knows? I don't know where I am, but come and get lost with me around this area. We're going to explore Fanya Bay, La Pinta Beach, and all around there. See what there is to do. Let's go. So it's a lovely quiet resort here, and I know that Fanya Bay is just literally that way, but we're going to go through this central commercial area, this big shopping centre with loads of bars and restaurants, down to La Pinta Beach, and then walk around and back up. Some beautiful hotels here. Let me show you this one. So I've said this before, it's so funny in Tenerife that you ask people, listen, what zone are we in? Are we in Fanya Bay? Are we in Costa Adeje? And they say, well, we're in Costa Adeje, but we're like also in Fanya Bay. I mean, God help you. It depends what they list it on Google, isn't it? But this hotel apparently is listed as Costa Adeje. Look at it. Weird looking building at the front. It's called La Pinta. Beautiful, look. There's the name of it there. There's some more bars and restaurants and shops that way, which I'll show you shortly. And this is a 4-star beachfront family hotel. Fabulous. I won't go in because there's loads of people checking in. So I think the best route for us is to go down this shopping centre area. When I say shopping centre, it's just what they call them here. It just looks like it's full of bars and restaurants. A little bit quiet at the moment, even though it is lunchtime, but I think on the night time would be quite busy. But this place all around here looks relatively chill. Horrible things are all over Tenerife. I hate them, and therefore scallywags. Indeed, you've got scallywags down here. Nighttime entertainment, lots of different shows on, and you can get a view just down there of the beach and the pool, which is where we're heading. Come on, they're having a little punching game down here. So we're going to have a little walk around here and show you. Like I said, most of it's shut up at the moment. I would assume it opens on the evening. But it's a big old place with lots of different bars and restaurants. And I just want to show you the view from here, look. Beautiful view. There's that hotel there, look. Big family hotel. Looks really modern, doesn't it? And really white as well. And there's the beach area there. But that's not where we're going. We're going Fanya Bay. I must admit, the centre here does look a little bit run down, if I'm honest with you. But when it's closed up like this, it always does. Down on the front, I passed that the other day and it looks lovely. So come on, let's head down here and see what is going on. So it's been a little bit cloudy today, but it is red hot in Tenerife. It is roasting. It doesn't matter whether the cloud's out. The UV is super, super high. And it's so hot here. It's about 26, 27 degrees today. And it's certainly a busy one down here on the beach, look. Absolutely rammed. These things are all over the place. Mobility scooters for people that are fully mobile, but everyone's renting them just to get around. You got your fungrube, of course. You got your dodgy men selling the handbags and all your fake gear, of course. And it goes all the way over here. So we're going to head this way to Fanya Bay. All the lucky men are out, look.
Very good, very nice.
Very good, very nice, look. He's out selling his goods. That's all it is in Tenerife. It's hustle, hustle, hustle. Hustle and bustle. There you go. They're all selling down here. Let's see what Fanya Bay is like if it's a little bit more chill. So if you haven't seen my 3-hour walk live in Tenerife, which I did yesterday, well, get over to that video. 3 hours all the way from Los Cristianos. We passed here, we went even further, we went all the way to Del Duque. It was a 3-hour marathon, and I tell you what, whew, I was absolutely exhausted after it. But it was worth it. If you want to see the whole of Tenerife and the coast, then that is the way to see it in one video. There's a lovely view of the beach there, look. And you've got the inflatables, and of course just there you've got Puerto Colon, where all the boat trips go, and that one is the whale and dolphin one, the Royal Dolphin. That's probably the best whale and dolphin boat because they're specialised in seeing whales and dolphins, but you've also got freebird catamaran if you want to chill out. Every single boat trip guarantees to see pilot whales or dolphins. That's something that's a little bit different to Lanzarote. When you go on a boat to Lanzarote and it's a whale and dolphin spotting excursion, there is no guarantee. Whereas here in Gran Canaria, they're always out there. It's where they live. More stunning views that way, look. And that is where we're going. Fanya Bay. So I think I'm going to give up guessing where I am and just say I'm in Tenerife. I think that's the best bet for you lot as well. It's quite easy to separate Los Cristianos, Las Americas, and then when you get to Costa Adeje, well, there's all sorts of different bits of Costa Adeje. And then sometimes you're in Las Americas and they say, no, this is classed as Costa Adeje. Or, as I asked somebody the other day, this is classed as both. How can one place be both places and one place at the same time? Makes no sense to me. So you're on holiday, just say, yep, I'm in the south of Tenerife, I'm loving every minute of it. Well, there's lots of bars and restaurants up this area as well. And I'm going to assume, and you may correct me, that this is Fanya Bay. But somebody will say, no, you're still in another area. But what I do like is all these bars and restaurants. They're absolutely massive. Look, there's so much to do in Tenerife. If you're looking for things to do in Tenerife, well, you are not going to be disappointed. There is so much to do everywhere you go. This beach, a little less sandy than the other one and a little bit more volcanic. For me, any sand is bad sand. I cannot stand the beach, as you know. But let's have a look what's down this end. It's all happening down here. Lots going on. Let's go. Multi t-shirts there, look. Unbelievable. Tenerife has such a mix of people as well, from families to young couples and things like that. That's why them t-shirts are out there. In honesty, I think if there was anything like that put up in a shop in Lanzarote, the police would be around and tell them to take it down. We keep things in order in Lanzarote. We're proper posh. Or a bit prudish, I don't know. There's some more little beach bars down there, look. Right on the beach. Just overlooking there. But we're going to stay up this end and see what's going on. You've got two Mrs TravelOns keeping everybody in order here. Look at the alley hop. These shops are all over Tenerife and Lanzarote and bloody Spain in general. But I don't mind them, especially with Mrs TravelOn. Look, keeping an eye on everybody. And she's got a friend in this one. So we're going to stick to the top floor. We're going to head straight down that way because yesterday we went the other way. This looks a nice place, look. Colour, all the events on, look. All the different live music. Not a bad menu as well. Starters, 10, 11 euros, a little bit pricey. Fillet steak, 26, chicken breast. It's quite an expensive place this, but, well, should we go and have a look? You pay for the decor. Look at this. Beautiful. So it's a lovely restaurant, look. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, we've come right down to the beachfront area. And there's a few different places here. Lots of massaging. Lots of massaging and manicures and pedicures. In fact, I just saw some mature gentleman with his toes out while some woman was clipping his toenails and massaging his feet. Can you imagine doing that for a living? Especially for people on holiday when they're sweating. I mean, I'm hot now. Could you do that? I don't think I'd put anybody through that myself. I want anybody to have to touch my feet and clip my toenails. Dear God. It's got some big British bars here. Look, the Red Lion, live music. That looks like a place. It's got everything you could possibly want. And not bad views as well, right opposite the mini golf. You couldn't beat that. A few other different bars and restaurants, look. Prices are not too bad. I mean, this one does paella. 32 euros for a mixed grill. What are you thinking to the prices? It's quite a nice area. It's the first time I've been down in this area, if I'm honest with you. Plenty of tat shops, look. Keep you entertained, ladies. You can have a little search through that. And we can sit, well, with your feet in one of them, look. Put your feet in one of them, let the fish nibble it. I suppose it's better than letting a human being torture themselves. There's Waxy O'Shea's. That's another massive, massive one, look. big Irish bar with loads of entertainment. Really good atmosphere as well. Hello mate, how are you? You alright? Lovely place, look at that. So it's looking like there's some more up this area here and some more over this area here. So let's go this way and we'll see if we can go round and up. Rossini there, English breakfast, $3.95. And of course you got your supermarket. Great little place to grab a drink, can of pop, something to keep you going while you're exploring Tenerife and having a little wander around. It's a nice place to have a little walk actually. What are you thinking? Let me know in the comments. Have you been to this area? Do you like this area? Is it your favourite area? What is your favourite area in Tenerife? Let me know. It certainly goes on and on and on, and there's about 4 or 5 or 6 or more of these happy feet they're called. I don't know how this video of Fanya Bay has turned into a foot fetish video. I should be charging, shouldn't I? I should upload it onto one of them special channels for the foot fetish people. Bloody crazy. All obsessed with feet in Fanya Bay. Fanya Bay Soul, look, and there's a huge place up there. I'm going to go up them stairs in a minute, but I'm just going to show you to the end of here and then see what's at the top of here. I think there's another level, if that makes sense. There's one of the catamarans out on the water, look, the Maxi Cat. You can book that on our website, www.travelon.world. It does a fantastic excursion. 3 hours, 4 hours, swimming, snorkeling, whales and dolphins, a real chill out. And don't be put off by the clouds today. It is super, super hot. There's some more bloody happy feet here, look. More happy feet. The Winchester, absolutely rammed in there, look. That's a popular place. Anybody know why? Is it cheap?
No, if I'm going to get you.
Not really. There's the menu, look. Burgers, $15.50, piri piri burger. I think it's just easy food, isn't it? Oh, Jack Daniels ribs, look, full rack, $24.95. Looks good, and because it's that busy, I'd say it is. So let me know in the comments. It's the first time for me in Fanya Bay. Have you been there before? Is there a recommendation down here for bars and restaurants? We've still got the top level to have a little nose out and see what's going on. But that Winchester looks busy. Have you been there? Why is it so rammed? And now we're at the zigzag bit, look. You've got to be able to walk because here, it's like a zigzag going up to the next level. Get halfway up the zigzag, look. You can have a cold beer for €1.50, look here. You can have a halfway break before you have to tackle the rest. Bloody hell, come on, let's get zigzagging. Whew. No wonder people are hiring mobility scooters. I might need a bloody mobility scooter after this. Amount of walking I've done in 2 days is ridiculous. So we're going to head back on ourselves, but on the other level, to see if there's more things on this side, because I think there is. I don't want to miss out this side. Look, you've got the Moon restaurant. Again, stunning views, look. And there you can see 2 catamarans, look. Got the Maxi Cat there, and the gold one just behind it coming through is the Freebird catamaran. Again, both on our website, www.travelon.world. This is the menu in here, look. The usual stuff, mixed grilled meat, €21, grilled steak, 20, paella, €32 for 2 people. You've got salmon. It's all the same sort of stuff really, isn't it? Now what I am confused about in Fanya Bay is why there are so many Mrs TravelOns. Now we've got another world record here. Not 2, but bloody 3 Mrs TravelOns keeping an eye on everybody and judging. That's what she's doing, look. People watching, nosing around and judging people, and then sending me WhatsApps, gossiping. That's what she does, old Mrs TravelOn. But we always have a little nose in here, don't we? It's such a beautiful shop, isn't it? Look at that, absolutely stunning. All your stuff for your holidays, dirt cheap as well. Beautiful. But anyway, we haven't got time to support Mrs TravelON, have we? We've got to get out of here. We're going to crack on that way and see what else we can find. La Farola del Mar there, look. Have a little look at the menu on there. Again, your usual stuff, your fish, your seafood, pizzas. You can always pause this to get a little idea of prices and stuff so you can budget what you need when you come away if you're stopping in this area. You know, it's the usual price really. Starters up to 10, mains up to sort of 20, 30 euros depending on what you have. If you're a tight git like me, you'll be in Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love it when I do a video on Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's and I get people on going, going on holiday and eating KFC, how sad. Well, mind your own business. And I'm not on holiday, am I? But if you want to go on holiday and eat KFC and McDonald's, you bloody do that. Don't worry about these wet wipes that are telling you you should be eating tapas. In fact, if you want to eat like a real Canarian, a Canarian geezer, what you do is you go to the petrol station, you buy a piece of bread, you buy a pack of ham, you rip it open with your bare hands, you shove the ham inside and you neck it in the car. That is how you eat like a real Canarian. You wash it down with a double shot espresso and a Marlboro Red. So there you go. Want to eat like a local? That is what you do. Wet wipes. Lots of lovely restaurants here though, look. Super dry, Asaya, look. Gorgeous views, absolutely stunning. Food looks good as well. Nice ice cream, $2.75, look. All your different flavours. I think they do crepes and smoothies and waffles there. That's quite nice. And another lovely little beach, sort of beach bar, sort of funky place, look. Wow, this looks lovely as well, look. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? Such a chilled place as well. Everything's so chill. Oh, look. Little place to get a little selfie. Get a kiss me seat. Shall I sit there, see how many kisses I can get? Mrs TravelON will tell me off, look. But this is nice on the top level. Definitely don't miss the top level because when I was walking down along the coast, well, I didn't even see this bit. I completely missed it. It was only one of my followers called Jill that said, you missed loads, go back. So Jill, this is for you, look. Back up here at the Bacardi bar. Very, very nice. Really nice. Seems to be what all the bars and restaurants are sort of becoming these days. Sort of cocktail clubs and, I don't know, chill out places. What do you think? Do you miss the old traditional boozer? I don't know. I can't relax, that's my problem. So don't tell me to be getting in there and chilling for a few hours. Bloody hell, just get me in, get me eating, get me gone. I'll have a drink on the way. Right, where else are we? There's some more stuff here. Another little hill up that way. Here you are, the kids are happy, look, having a little swing. Give him a push, look, bless him. Go on, there you go, don't fall off. You can get a 150 beer in here, in quite a posh place as well, look. And you got another little walker up here, look. Bloody hell. You were right, Jill. It does go. There is a lot more than what I saw. But I was on a 3-hour walk, wasn't I? Colonial bar, look. That looks like more like a proper boozer, you know. Proper pub grub. I don't know. That to me is like a holiday thing. Bit of proper pub grub, bit of a boozer. What are you saying? This is the Fanya Bay shopping centre. I'm going to have to walk back down, I think, because I think if I come to the top, I'm going to go on street level. There's a big Hong Kong Golden Palace there, look. I don't want to miss the other part. And a little sort of, maybe a boutique hotel. There you go, look. There's lots going on up there. I suppose I'm going to have to walk to the end. Milano, look. So this takes us through there to an even bigger place. It's like a bloody maze. Let's go and have a little nose. Hola. Hola. There you go. It's a beautiful place. Milano, look. Restaurant, pizzeria. Hola, ¿todo bien? All friendly, happy people, look. All very blue in here. There you go. Now you can get lost in here, look. More little bars up there. You could explore this all day long. There is so much for you to explore here. So if you are coming here, you really do have to find your bearings by the looks of it. It's not like one of them places where everything's along one street. Seems to me, if you don't have a good old nose around, you're going to miss out. I don't even know where I am now. There you go, look. You got the Cola Steakhouse and fresh fish here, look. Italian pizzas. And it comes back down here through there. I'll tell you what, we're getting proper lost, but paella seems to be about $39.95 for two with sangria or wine. Oh, big piece of meat. It's not too bad for two people, is it? There you go, little wine bar there. Well, we've sort of come round in a complete circle, haven't we? A complete circle. Let's get back down here. So I was actually looking for a bar called Mustang Sally's because I keep seeing them popping up on TikTok. And I don't seem to be able to find them anywhere. Apparently, they're in Fanya Bay. They're around here. Who knows? Maybe I'll find them in a minute. There's Mr TravelOn's go-to place, especially with the kids. Bit of Burger King, nice and cheap, £5 a meal. You know they're going to eat it, and you know they're going to bloody enjoy it as well. There you go, look, the bags are out, look. The bags are out. There we go, look, we're back where we started before we went up that hill. So come on, let's walk right through the centre of this. This reminds me of like, I don't know, a little sort of marketplace if you went to India or something. I know we're not in India, but do you know what I mean? It sort of gives you that market thing. That's the back of the colonial restaurant that we passed earlier, so that goes all the way through. And straight through here, look. You got to get your walking legs on if you want to come here. Mantra Indian, loads of tat shops. This is the sort of market feel that I get, look, you know what I mean? Sort of walking through. People are going to pounce on me in a minute and try and sell me something. Seems to be the thing in Tenerife. And look at these steps, Jesus Christ. Am I really going to go all the way up here for you lot? Come on, we'll go and have a look. Oh, what's this? Special fillet steak, look. There's lots going on. Come on, let's go up the top onto the street level. See what we can find. So you're going to get lost here for sure. You're going to have to get your bearings, but I hope this video helps you. This is what I do, you see. Let me get lost. Let me walk up and down the stairs. Let me kill myself and perspire profusely so that when you get here, you don't have to. I've given you the full tour. Well, most of the tour. I still haven't found Mustang Sally's, have I? Weird. Google Maps said it was right here. Anyway. Oh, I'm out of breath now. This will go well with the foot fetish video, won't it? Me, heavy breathing. I swear I'm going to get banned one day. So up here, look, brings you right out onto the main street. And I'm hoping I can find exactly where I parked the car, because I have completely lost myself now. Let's go and find out. So this is street level here, look. Some more bars, restaurants, some more shops. Right, well I have just gone all the way up there and I'm sort of back where I started. I've literally gone round in a circle. So this is why I say, let me wear myself out so you don't have to. Look, we're back out here by La Brasseria, and it's got all the real meat in here, look. Oh, all the good stuff. Prices are not too bad, I don't think. Let me have a look. I can only see it in French. Here we go. €9 for a salad, soup's $5.90, and then your meats, well, 25, not too bad, 25. That's not too bad really, is it, considering it's a proper steakhouse. Whoa, barbecued. These are absolutely everywhere, look. Rent. And this is only my opinion, because you know I'm a miserable old git, and I managed to complain that much about the scooters in Lanzarote that they got rid of all them. Thank God there's loads of scooters around here, so dangerous. But these, I tell you what, it's like a traffic jam trying to walk down the street, and I am all for mobility scooters. Anybody that's not able-bodied and needs a mobility scooter to get around, please use one, but not if you're just a lazy git. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is what the world's coming to. I remember seeing a cartoon, and I forget what cartoon it was. I think it's Wall-E, where the world had ended and everyone was living up in space and everyone was big and was just driving around on little space things. Is it the fact that this is what's happening now? I think it's bloody come true. Madness. So that brings us back to where we started. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. Well, it wasn't a tour. I don't know where I am, but I hope that I got lost so that you don't have to. Fanya Bay looks like a nice chilled out resort, so if you're stopping here, have a fantastic holiday. Let us know where you're going on holiday for 2025. It doesn't have to be the Canary Islands. Join this channel, follow this channel for everything travel. Make sure to like, follow and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know where I'm going now, but it'll be somewhere in Tenerife, I think. See you later. That's one of them bloody mobility scooters, by the way. They've even got horns. They've got to go.